Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. We're going to do another Q&A video for the Walking Dead universe, and we're also going to give some filming updates for the Rick Grimes spinoff. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for The Walking Dead. We are back with another Q&A video for today after, of course, I think it's been about another week or so since we've done a Q&A, so definitely wanted to do another one for The Walking Dead universe. And we do have a few things to update for The Walking Dead franchise for today, mainly with Andrew Lincoln. It sounds like we have a little bit more of information on where he is, what he's doing right now in prep for the Rick Grimes Walking Dead spinoff. So here it is, basically. Rick Grimes, Andrew Lincoln's been in New Jersey recently, where he did take a photo with a fan on a plane, and it sounds like he is scouting out locations for the Rick Grimes spinoff. And we also have information that the plan is right now is for the Rick Grimes spinoff to start filming in February. So, sounds like February is the month that the Rick show is set to debut filming. And that's why Andrew Lincoln is down in New Jersey right now, taking pictures with fans and stuff like that. It sounds like he's getting ready to film the Rick Grimes spinoff in literally less than like 2 months now. So that is really freaking amazing. I mean, honestly, it's kind of like Walking Dead Rick Grimes movie news that we've had for the last few years, except this time it's actually fucking happening. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to sit here and wonder for all this time. So very happy to hear that. I was actually very pleased to hear that. And, it sounds like filming for the Rick Show will be in February. I thought originally it'd be January, but it sounds like it's February. It doesn't matter. We're going to be seeing it next fall anyway, so should be good. Very much looking forward to it. But I did get a lot of comments and questions from you guys, so let's get into all of those right now. First one comes from No, who says, Dan, do you think that The Walking Dead might pull a Star Wars or Grey's Anatomy type of situation where maybe after Rick gets home and everything's all resolved after the Rick Show, they may do a major reboot for The Walking Dead and potentially have a show with a whole bunch of new characters and completely reboot the Walking Dead universe and start off with a whole new cast of people? I definitely do not think the Walking Dead universe will do that because Scott Gimple is spin-off hungry. We know he is. We know Scott Gimple wants to do a whole bunch of spin-offs. But the thing is that you're not going to get any kind of views, If you end up having Rick go home and the Rick show end and Rick's story ends, which evidently the Rick show is the end of Rick's story. So once you're done that, and once the Daryl show's done, and once the Maggie Negan show's done, and once Fear the Walking Dead eventually ends, is it going to be a full just reboot? Like, are they going to reboot the franchise with new characters and new settings and all that kind of stuff? I would guarantee a not, to be honest, because the Walking Dead universe is already not pulling all that many views right now because Gimple is desperately trying to become the next Marvel Legends, which is really not working out for him too well, but, he's trying his darnest to make this the next Marvel, right? And the views are not exactly as big as The Walking Dead used to be back in the day, so I definitely don't see Gimple just getting rid of the cast and doing a whole new franchise with, new characters and stuff like that. Walking Dead viewership and Walking Dead fan base would just leave, I might even too. Like, if it's just new characters and it's not any of our beloved characters that we followed in the main show, then yeah, I'd probably be gone too, to be honest. So, no, I don't think they're going to do that, but, again, I just don't see Gimple doing something like that, but I guess we'll have to see. Next one comes from Tyler, who says that, Dan, do you think that maybe in the final season they could have killed a few more characters? They were very disappointed that the only major characters that they really killed are Alden and Rosita. So another one also to mention is Luke, but I get what you're saying. There's not a lot of character deaths in the final season. Now, I do not really think this is a major problem anymore, at least on my end of things, because they did kill a major character in the series finale, and they did also kill Luke as well too beforehand, and they killed Alden. Now, I do agree when it comes to they should have started killing characters a lot sooner, but in terms of a final season, I do agree it should have been a lot more death heavy, but I'm not disappointed. If let's say they didn't kill Rosita, okay, yeah, I would have been a very, very disappointed viewer. But with Rosita dead and with stuff like that, with Alden, even though I don't like Alden too much, I can definitely say at least the final season offed a few characters. I think they should have done it a lot sooner though. But I do think that they probably should have killed an extra character or two. I do kind of agree with that. But by no means am I disappointed with the deaths because I feel like the series finale definitely came through and gave us a few character deaths. But I do feel like the final season could have had a few more character deaths to it. Absolutely. Another one comes from Andre who says, Dan, do you see the Walking Dead universe after the Rick show is done, after Dead City is done, and after the Daryl Dixon spinoff is done? Do you see The Walking Dead having one final season with everybody together, maybe something to do with Commonwealth versus the CRM? So I have had this question a lot, and honestly, this is the title of the video too, another ending. So will The Walking Dead at some point do a major cast reunion, you know? Because we're getting all of these little splinter shows, right? We're getting the Rick show with Michonne, we're getting the Daryl Dixon spinoff with Norman Reedus in France and all that stuff, and then we're getting Dead City with Jeffrey Morgan, Lauren Cohen, you know, Maggie Negan in New York, and we still have the burden of Fear the Walking Dead around us as well, too. Can't forget that. But we got a lot of spin-offs going on right now, right? And, you know, basically what Andre is saying here is that will it eventually come together in one mega final season, you know? Like maybe the unofficial The Walking Dead Season 12. And to answer your question, and I know this is about to sound really out there, I think The Walking Dead is going to do a unofficial Season 12, you know? I know the show Dexter did an extra season after their final season called Dexter New Blood, if anybody knows Dexter. So, you know, that's, you know what I mean? Like, they could do something like that. I know a lot of people have said before, like, you know, The Walking Dead is over, and yeah, it is over. The flagship series is done, and we are going to get all these spinoffs, but it has to come together in some way, shape, or form. Now, either they do it in the Rick show, and they just have everybody come back together in the Rick show at some point, if it gets extended to more than one season, that is. But I could see them doing one other major final season for The Walking Dead overall universe with all of our characters together. I could definitely see something like that. Give it like 5 to 10 years, I could see Walking Dead doing something like that. Which would be pretty amazing. I'm not going to lie. That'd be a pretty amazing, like, you know, major cast reunion, major, like, show reunion type of thing, and you get, like, one final season with the Commonwealth versus the CRM. I think that would be very, very good. And ultimately, our characters would win, right? But we would have a lot of casualties, and everybody would be together. Like, maybe the entire cast of Fear the Walking Dead's in here with us, too, and Morgan's back, and Rick's with our crew, and he's, you know, with our family crew from the main Walking Dead, and yeah, you know, I think that would be really amazing. And I feel like that is the overall end game of all these spin-offs. But again, maybe not, but I think that would be incredible if it was, to be honest. Next one comes from Mass Ninja, who says, Dan, if there was one other Walking Dead spin-off series on a Walking Dead character, who would you pick? And they say it would be kind of cool to see a Ezekiel and Mercer spin-off, seeing how Khary Payton was not at all satisfied with the ending of Ezekiel's character. Now, obviously, if you guys don't remember, I think about a month ago at this time, Khary Payton released an interview, an article, I think it was with Entertainment Weekly, if I'm not mistaken, and he talked about how he was disappointed in the character of Ezekiel at the end of the show. Which, oddly enough, from a fan perspective, I was actually very disappointed with Ezekiel's character in the final season too. I actually do agree with Khary Payton with that. But I was actually very happy with Ezekiel's ending in 24. I like, you know, that he's kind of like a, not a king again, but like, you know, a leader again of a group of people alongside Mercer. And I think Ezekiel actually has a really good ending, to be honest. Call me nuts, guys. I don't think Ezekiel needs a extra spinoff or anything like that, you know. I feel like they need to really start minimalizing how many spinoffs they give, right? Because there's so many damn spinoffs, right? And I feel like you need to have a few of them play out first before you do more spinoffs, right? But that, I'm talking to you, Gimple, on that one. But yeah, if I had to do one other spinoff from a Walking Dead character that isn't announced to get a spinoff yet, it wouldn't be Ezekiel and it wouldn't be Mercer. And I'm sure you guys are also going to then wonder, Dan, who would you do a spinoff for? If it's not Ezekiel and Mercer, who would it be? That's already, you know, getting a spinoff. But out of the ones that are not getting a spinoff, who would I choose? Easy answer. I would do a Father Gabriel and Aaron spinoff, to be honest. I love One More so much. I love that episode. And to have like a show, like have that kind of vibe to it, I think would be amazing. I think Seth and Ross do an incredible job, and they have a really good like on-screen chemistry, the two of them. I think that would really work, to be honest. I would do a Father Gabriel and Aaron spinoff. I wouldn't have it run for long. I'd probably have it be like a season or something. But yeah, you know, if you have to do another spinoff, that would be, in my opinion, the best choice. Because I think the two of them are very entertaining, you know, and they're very, very good. So I would do that. And plus, I just love Father Gabriel. I love his journey in the show, and I frankly don't want to say goodbye to the character. Although, if it is the last time we see Father Gabriel in episode 24, it's a pretty badass way to go out, you know, saving the innocent people and kind of coming full circle to the beginning, I would say. I think that was really, really cool, to be honest. So, but if I had to do another spinoff, it would be Father Gabriel and Aaron, for sure. Next one comes from Elle, who says that, Dan, in the Dead City teaser for Season 1, we do see a little bit of a different looking walker, something out of maybe looking like Resident Evil or something like that. Dan, do you think we may see some other variant or different type walkers in Dead City, not just in the Daryl France series? And absolutely, I think that new walkers and I think variants, you know, a lot of people say that variants were just like a cool ending threat for the Walking Dead main show. I actually don't think that's what it is at all. I think variants are straight up a setup for these spin-offs, to be honest. I think the variants will be majorly involved in the Daryl show. I think the variants will be majorly involved in Dead City, and I definitely want to see Rick and Michonne face some variants. I think that'd be really cool. I'd love to see, like, you know, Andrew Lincoln, like that face he gets sometimes where he's really like confused and shit. You know, like when he sees a walker that's like doing weird stuff, it's like, huh? like you know, like that look Andrew Lincoln does. I can't really explain it, but he'd be like, you know, like he kind of has that look to him. I think that would be really cool to see Andrew Lincoln's kind of like reaction, Rick Grimes' reaction to a variant walker. I think that would be really cool. And Michonne be slicing them up, and then one of them would like try something. She'd be like, "What the fuck?" You know? I think that would be really, really cool. And then the final one comes from Orly, who says, Dan, do you think with all the conflict going around with AMC right now, the Walking Dead universe could end sooner than we think? You know, honestly, the Walking Dead universe, I've said this before, and I'm unfortunately going to have to say it again. Guys, I think we all have to kind of face the music here. I think the Walking Dead universe is going to go on until it can't go on, you know? I think Scott Gimple will keep this franchise going until nobody's watching it, to be honest. I unfortunately, as much as I love The Walking Dead and I love the main show and I love what they're doing, I will acknowledge the one thing that definitely needs to be acknowledged. The Walking Dead universe is going to go on until we're probably old and gray. You know what I mean? Or, you know, at least until Scott Gimple is finally bored and he doesn't do, you know, like finally the spinoffs are just not doing well to where he gets shut down, you know? Something like that. I don't think Walking Dead, unfortunately, guys, will go out on a high note, you know? I think The Walking Dead will go out on, you know, some good shows, and then it kind of fizzles out. You know, it's kind of over. You know, which is really sad because I really don't want that to happen for Walking Dead. To quote, a comment that we talked about earlier, I really want to see a one big final season where everybody comes together, and I really hope that's what they do. But it also just feels like Gimple is so spin-off hungry that he just wants to continue and continue and continue until someone finally tells him like, okay, it's enough. You know. And unfortunately, I feel like that is going to be the ultimate outcome for The Walking Dead, which is unfortunate. So let me know in the comment section below, how do you guys feel? Answer all these questions. We had a whole bunch for this one. And leave some more Q&A comments. We'll probably do another one next week for The Walking Dead universe. Make sure, of course, to write your comments in the comment section below. And of course, guys, if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos for The Walking Dead. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys, to get more Walking Dead videos like this. And I'll see you guys really soon for more Walking Dead videos. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
I've heard stories, walkers that can climb walls and open doors. I was never sure if they were just stories.